factual is the Cleveland Browns quarterback chaos right now. Guys, welcome back to the Man Hour NFL Talk. It's time for panic or patience. Now, the Browns just traded away Joe Flacco, leaving them two rookie quarterbacks, Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders, as their quarterback one and quarterback two. Or is it? Because you got Bailey Zappi waiting in the wings, and we haven't really named Shedeur Sanders quarterback number two. Yeah, but it's just stupid, right? But guys, the question for the night for the Cleveland Browns is, are the Browns fans justified in panicking, or should they stay patient about the quarterback chaos in Cleveland? Now, before we pick sides, let's remind ourselves what the Cleveland Brown roster actually looks like right now. The active quarterback roster room consists of Dillon Gabriel, Shedeur Sanders. That's it. With Joe Flacco traded, there's no seasoned veteran under center. Deshaun Watson is on the pump list while he still relapsed his Achilles. He's out there dancing with his wife or whatever, bada bing, bada boom, so he's not an option yet. The front office has been making moves. For instance, they recently signed quarterback Dom Jones to take Flacco's former spot on the roster. Why? That seems silly. On defense, the Browns just acquired Taysom Campbell as a quarterback swap in a presumably to reinforce the secondary that's been under pressure. The depth chart shows ongoing churn across the roster. There are injuries, question marks, and incomplete position battles across both lines and both skill spots. So it isn't stable, it's not a championship caliber roster, and this team is in flux at best. And here's why the Browns fans reasonably should feel alarmed. 0 veteran quarterback experience. Trading Flacco away means there's no safety net if Dillon Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders struggle. Inexperienced under center. Neither Dillon Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders has proven themselves to blow up games. Roster instability. Key spots are still unsettled. Injuries are piling up, and the structural weakness exists up and down the roster. The defense sucks. Let's just be honest. Right now, the defense is stuck. With the offense likely to sputter, this defense will have to carry heavier weight. It's risky when you're already patching secondaries with holes. There's no timeline for Deshaun Watson. Let's just be honest. At this point, Deshaun Watson is no longer playing in the NFL ever again. In short, structural, roster-wise, this team is not designed to ride out the storm easily. It's going to be a long season. But here's why Browns fans might hang on just a little bit longer. Don't jump off the edge quite, James. The front office is clearly pivoting toward youth and development. The trade for Flacco suggests they believe in building them rather than patching. Let's just be honest about that. The coaching staff has repeatedly emphasized player development, not just game results. Kevin Stefanski said this week he'll be mindful of players' development. I mean, what else do you got at this point, right? The defense and other units still have pieces. The experience might accelerate their growth within Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders, so get them some reps. Patience might pay dividends. If one of the quarterbacks hold on to the roster stabilities with injuries healing, Cleveland could merge stronger in 2026. So slow it down, baby, right? But if I had to pick panic or patience, guys, I am panicking if I am a Cleveland Browns fan. Not because things are irreparable, because they're not. But because the margin of error is so thin. You don't trade away your veteran fallback option unless you have some serious confidence in what's next. And I'm not concerned, I'm not convinced yet that the Browns do have a direction that they're going. This roster has too many unknowns, too many holes, and too many elevated expectations to place to unproven players. Until Gabriel or Sanders take control, cleanly decisive, the panic button by far is fair. Push it loud, push it often, and push it as fast as you can. With that being said, if I see big signs of life from the rookies or a few wins in a messy fashion, I pull back on the full-blown panic. But right now, the scales are tipped to concern. I'm pushing the panic button. I'm putting sticky glue around it so it stays down and is panicking all season long until Kevin Stefanski is out of town. But now it's your turn, guys. Do you think the Browns should panic and demand a change, or be patient and trust the rebuilding or the retooling or the development process that they're trying to develop? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. James Frank says, let me clear my throat. Let me get the megaphone out. And he says simple as this. He says this. Panic, panic, panic. Panic, panic, panic. Kevin Stefanski, with his new Ivy League education, don't mean nothing in the NFL. Bye-bye, Kevin. Mr. Offensive Guru's office can't score more than 17 points. Get out of town, baby! Damn, James, slow it down, baby! But yes, panic, panic, panic. Mellow Mike says the Browns are still trying to identify the front end of the football they stood on. This organization has been a joke for decades because they failed at top 3 levels: ownership, general manager, and coaching. Say that again, Mellow Mike. They fail at all 3 levels: ownership, general manager, and coaching. The only way the Browns are ever going to be relevant ever again is if they move to Indianapolis at this particular point. Or to Baltimore, or, I don't know, Boise, Idaho. James Frank says, play Shedeur Sanders. And Quinshon Junkins, I trust. That man's a dog. But Mike says, whoa. Kevin Stefanski's a good coach. Andrew Berry is dog shit GM. He ruined that team with the Washington trade and every move following. That's tough. That's tough, but true. That is tough, but true. Benjamin Tucker's back in the chat today. What's up, Benjamin? He said the Browns need to find someone who can get their leadership position instead of keeping switching them every quarter. The Browns. So as you guys know, I'm a high school football coach. The team that I decided to help coach this season has never had a winning season. They started football back in 2005. So in 20 seasons, they have never had a winning season. The best they've ever done is 5-5. 500. Never a winning season. What did they do this last couple seasons? New athletic director, new football coach, new staff, brand new field, everything. Clean, completely cleaned house. That's what the Browns need to do. Now, obviously, you can't force an owner to sell, and unless he, says the N-word on a podcast and he's Indianapolis culture and owns Microsoft or whatever. You guys get him. Get him out of town somehow, some way, but that's not going to happen. Clean slate. General manager, gone. Coaching staff, gone. Does Sean Watson sit on it and spin at this particular point? I don't care. Get out of town. I'm already paying you to do shit, so just get out of town. Do something else. Do it somewhere else. But yes, the Browns need to find someone who can get in a leadership position instead of switching it every quarter. Benjamin, you said it perfect. You said it perfect, my man.